Today, we are rolling with the big dogs of Kentucky, the whiskey capital. Today we are trying the Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit Single Barrel. And this comes in at 101 proof, or 50.51% alcohol by volume. Now, on this one here, this was poured, wait a minute, we got to go back in the past, to 2016. So this was in Warehouse G. From barrel 3,400.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I guess that goes to show how much whiskey Wild Turkey's made.
Wild Turkey they put out some whiskey, boy. So that's the one we're trying today. They are out of Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, and the head distiller is Jimmy Russell. So thank you, Jimmy, for all your goodness. Now this one wasn't as pricey for a single barrel. This one runs in about $65. So yeah, you think it's a little bit pricey when you just want to get drunk, but when you want to taste the whiskey, the flavors, $65 ain't that bad.
I don't think, though, that these single barrel ones are made for people that just want to get drunk. I think these are made for
well, you
people
couldn't afford to get drunk all the time off single barrels unless you had money.
No, I think it's for people that enjoy whiskey, that want to taste it.
I like to taste whiskey. I like the taste of it. I like the smell of it. So it's good for me. That's why these are all slow sippers. Just every now and then take a little shot. Now on this one, it's got the easy to open stuff, which isn't too bad for a guy like me.
You've gotten so much better at opening things.
Well, I think the more expensive the bottle, the easier it is. Unless no, we've had some really expensive ones. What was the Dalmore? Man, that thing was a piece of crap.
I think the more times that you open a bottle, the better you get.
No, but quality corks. All right. Now that's got a nice rich color. I mean, you can even look in the bottle, and it's just a rich, shiny. It's like it's a lighter amber with kind of like a tan tint to it. What do you think?
It reminds me of
Your childhood?
No, like the color of maple syrup.
There you go. There's a pretty good comparison.
Like real maple syrup. I almost wanted to say tree sap.
Tree sap? No, tree sap's kind of white.
Yeah.
Now this one's got, you can kind of smell the heat on this one, because that's the first impression. It kind of worked its way into my sinuses.
What else did you smell with heat?
But it's got like an almond, like a smoky almond smell. Kind of different. Almost like a darker fruit in the smell. Kind of like a cherry or a raisin. Don't say it. You're crazing.
Craisins are dehydrated cranberries, and raisins are dehydrated grapes. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
Well, you're crazing, honey. Trying to get. You can pick up a slight hint of the vanilla. But boy, you can smell the heat on that one. You can just smell the heat. This one's going to be a burner.
That's why I'm not a big whiskey fan.
Whoa. Give me a second. That one's a burner. Oh. Okay. I don't even think I have to take another drink of that because I can just... My sinuses are just kicked into high gear. You get that... Like a smoky almond flavor. A little bit of like honey. And the darker fruits. God, that's got a... Hang on a second. Oh. Yeah, that's a... I can still taste the exact taste when I just drank it. That's potent. Okay, now that it's died down a little bit, you can pick up the oaks that was barreled in. You get a little bit of the char, very little. This one wasn't too peppery. I tasted a little spice, but not a lot. Okay, the second taste, you can actually taste it. A little peppery. The first taste, it was exploding in your nose and ears and throat. So it's got intense flavors and they're in your face. Wow. It's good because it's got a lot of different flavors. It's got like a sweet honey flavor. The smoky almonds. A little bit vanilla, just a slight bit of vanilla. And the darker fruits, like a cherry or raisin. Craisin. Okay, wait a minute. I gotta do the... Oh.
What was that?
That's the wild turkey. Now we're gonna try...
Turkeys go, oh.
They do in my house. Is when I eat them.
Those turkeys aren't wild. I buy those from the store.
We hunt them at HEB. We get our shopping cart and go early in the morning when they're out. Okay, so drinking this neat, it's super powerful flavors. Like they're all in your face. They're in your sinuses. I can still, when I breathe, I can still taste the flavors. I'm gonna try Ice Cube. Okay, with the ice, you're allowed to enjoy it. So on the rocks, I think would be more preferable, unless you like that blast sinus flavor, intense smoke coming out of the ears, because it's that is super potent. On the rocks, you get a lot of spice. I pick up peppery, almost to a cinnamon kind of, not a sweet cinnamon, but just like a plain cinnamon. I'm getting the almond, and almost like a leather taste. I don't eat a lot of leather, but that smell on leather is kind of what I'm getting as a flavor.
So it's like what you think leather would taste like?
What you think leather would taste like is there. It's just a slightest bit sweet, but only on the rocks. But you can pick up more intense vanilla. And the oak kind of goes away. You can pick up a little bit of the oak. So the flavor is totally different on the rocks with this. And this is kind of how I would prefer to drink it, is on the rocks. I like to be able to taste the flavors. I don't want the flavors to taste me. So this is how I would drink it. It's on the rocks.
Okay.
What do you think, baby? Any thoughts?
whiskey. None.
Is it a pretty bottle though?
Oh.
Okay, she says it is. You just can't hear
That's
her.
not what I said. I said I don't know. Like the other one that you reviewed last week with the little horsey dude on the top.
That had a lot more subtle flavors, so you can drink it neat, or you can drink it on the rocks. The bottle was pretty cool, like an egg shape with a.
Yeah, I like that. This bottle is kind of.
It's like a turkey back. It's like the back of a turkey. You know how they spread the feathers out. It's pretty cool.
But it just makes me think of like 1970s perfume bottles, like Avon bottles.
Okay, so she likes the bottle, and it looks like a feathered fan of a turkey. That's what she says. I have to decipher what she's saying back there.
Why do you ask me things if you're just gonna make stuff up?
So, anyways, we will be back Wednesday for a beer review. We got a couple cool ones that we'll be exploring. But yeah, the wild turkey is much better on the rocks, I think.
The more because the ice is melted even more, does it change the more water is added?
The more water that's added, it does. It dulls down the heat and gives you more of the flavors. So it's taken the 101 proof, and right now it's probably at 50 proof with all the ice that I have in it. So it's more drinkable and more enjoyable.
Okay.
It's just really hot.
Because it gets a lot clearer.
Well, yeah, but you can pick up more of the flavors, not the heat. Anyways, that's what we have for today. We will be back Friday. We're going to do more of the big dogs of Kentucky in the Canadian,
You gotta stop doing that. Canadians are gonna hate you. And they don't hate
They don't
anybody.
watch me. Alright, so that's what we got for today. Like, share, subscribe. We will be back Wednesday.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Alright, thanks, guys.